If you're trying to get more coaching clients, or you're having resistance on your calls, or just not seeing things grow and scale like you thought it should, there's a reason. And I want to teach you the Google study that was previously done about the 3 metrics that you need to have implemented into your coaching business if you actually want to get more client scale, add that next 20K of plus revenue that you're trying to add per month. Here's the 3 numbers. Now, before I tell you these 3 numbers, as soon as I do tell you those 3 numbers, I'm going to break them down on how to implement it in your coaching business. Now, these 3 numbers are not like an exact science that I think coaches need to implement, but it gives you a range of understanding. So what Google found in this study that was done some time ago about buyers and how people buy online and all that kind of stuff is they found that 3 things need to happen. Okay. Number 1, they need to consume 7 hours of somebody's content. Number 2, they have to have 11 touch points. So hear from you 11 different times. And number 3, 4 different platforms. It's called the 7-11-4. Okay. Now, it's not an exact science. Obviously, to do that with everybody would be crazy. But what it does is it shows how coaching clients are buying. Now, this is for e-commerce, this is for everything. But let's get it specific to what your ideal client needs in the current atmosphere of summer of 2025 when I'm recording this. And let's first recap what is happening in your coaching space right now so that you can get an understanding of why this needs to be implemented versus a clunky funnel that most coaches are using right now. You see, here's the problem. There's no barrier to entry. I talk to coaches all the time who are like, oh, but I'm different. I'm this special coach who helps these people. No one else can do what I do. That may be right, and good for you. Congratulations on all your expertise. Here's the problem. There's like a million other coaches trying to reach the exact same people you're targeting with their special system that nobody else can implement like them as well. So it isn't necessarily about you and your expertise, or it's about really the market and so many other people going after that market. And so because of there's so many coaches promising, claiming all this kind of stuff, your ideal client, your coaching prospect, has so much misinformation in their head that it's created a paralysis situation where they cannot accurately make a decision because they're hearing so many different things. Probably like you. Use LinkedIn, use Facebook, use organic, use paid ad, use this, use that, funnel, this, that, click funnels, that, Kajabi, blah, 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 go high level, all this stuff. And as you're trying to scale your coaching business, it's like, well, do calls, don't do calls, right? And so what it does is it creates this paralysis by analysis, and it doesn't make them essentially say, oh, I don't like you, I don't know if I trust you. They don't trust anybody. They don't trust themselves. They have no confidence, any of that kind of stuff. And so this is how you have to get through it. Now, let me explain how this practically looks. And I will tell you, okay, if you don't implement what I'm about to say, you will start to definitely see a significant drop over time because the coaching industry has changed, okay? Here's what most coaches are doing right now, okay? What most coaches are doing, think about this. They're taking somebody from a social media post or an ad, driving them to some page with like a 5-minute video on it, says, hey, work with me, I'm awesome, look at me, here's my credibility, here's some social proof, and book a call, okay? Or some version of that, or they're on LinkedIn if they're business coaches or whatever, and they're just like DMing everybody and trying to get connections and DM, let's have a 15-minute conversation. Think about that, okay? What is that? One platform, right? 2 minutes of content and like hardly any touch points. Do you see what's happening there? So it's really not doing anything. And that's why a lot of coaches are not getting the best quality of clients. Or they'll take somebody from an ad to an email to get a name in an email, take them to a video and then book a call. And people are like, oh, I just met you. I don't know. I don't really trust you. Or you're just getting weird stuff. Okay? It's not getting any better. It's getting worse. So here's how you implement the 7-11-4 strategy. Stop using a funnel and start using an ads ecosystem. Okay, so let's start at the top. First things first, we need what we call an ad ecosystem strategy. Okay, and it starts number 1 with AI ads. You see, here's the problem. If you're relying solely on organic, reach is dropping, the amount of ads or content getting created by AI is unbelievable. So people are not seeing your organic as much. So the first thing we need to do is a proper ads AI strategy. Instagram or Facebook, it really doesn't matter depending on your market. So that way, the ads can go into the right segment of your audience and find the buyers. Boom. Second thing we need to do is we have to use a proper ecosystem. Now, this is multiple ways, using multiple strategies. The best part is the majority of it's automated, okay? First things first, we have to get them into something that gets a commitment out of them. Oftentimes, we start with an automated webinar that starts every 15 minutes and get them in, and we have a script we use that uninstalls people's belief systems and installs your belief systems. Because remember, this isn't about a product demo or showing your awesomeness. They don't even care. They've heard it all before, or so they think they have, and they don't care how special and amazing you are, okay? It's all about them and uninstalling belief systems and installing your belief system so they have confidence to trust you and see you as the only option. Then a percentage of those people are going to book a call. Probably 5% who give you their name and email address. Sometimes you can get up to 10. I've seen coaches get 15, 20%. So it can be done. What about everybody else? The next part of the ad ecosystem we're going to implement is we're going to implement a thing called mini celebrity status ads. These are special types of ads that are super cheap, that they're going to only go after the people who've already engaged with you. And they're going to reach those people, and they're going to run special trust building ads to get them to trust you. And basically what it does is it creates this mini celebrity status because they're seeing them every day. Okay. And so this again is touch points, touch points, touch points. Because remember, content, time, it's got to have spent time with you on content. It's got to have multiple touch points across multiple platforms, right? Excuse me. Those three things need to happen. I'm just looking at my notes here. Okay. So the first thing is we're going to get a good half an hour at least of content. The second thing is multiple touch points. So our mini celebrity status ads that are super cheap because they're only targeting those people, and they're targeting them on Instagram, on Facebook, so on and so forth. And they're really building a relationship with you, creating touch points. And then the third thing is we hook them into multiple platforms so that we're able to build even deeper relationships with them. Certain types of automated videos, certain types of content posts, certain types of things, Skool communities, various things like that. I don't want to overwhelm you because here's the cool thing. It's all customized, built on your strategy. And then we create a circular ecosystem so that it basically fuels itself and continues to grow itself. And the more people you get in, the more it just continues to snowball and creates this like flywheel effect. And then people start buying, people start booking calls, people start reaching out. They want to work with you. They've seen your content. They've seen all your stuff. And then guess what happens? They get on your enrollment calls, and your enrollment calls are exactly that. They are an enrollment call. What's the difference between an enrollment call and a sales call? The majority of coaches right now are doing sales calls. Hey, here's why you need to work with me. Here's why I'm so awesome. Here's why I'm different than everybody else. And then you get to the end and they're like, well, I got to think about that. What makes you different than everybody else? Can I talk to 15 of your clients? Can you do this? Can you do that? That's an enrollment or a sales call with somebody who doesn't trust you. Okay. You cannot build trust on sales calls. If you have to build a trust on a sales call, everything has been wrong leading up to that. And there's been a massive failure of your systems. Okay. Your sales call is not meant to sell people. Your sales call is meant to have an enrollment conversation, which is totally different. Here's how an enrollment call goes. They are on the call to find out about working with you, to see if it's a mutual fit, to discuss pricing options and logistics. That's an enrollment call. So if it gets to any place there where they're like are worried about trusting you, are wondering if they need to think about it or any of that kind of stuff, what's happened is the system is broken down. And these 3 rules that Google gave you or gave us have broken down. And so this is why you do not need to be selling on your sales calls. You need to be having an enrollment call, not a sales call. Enrollment calls convert at 30, 40, 50%. Sales calls convert at 5, 10, 15, 20% for a way lower price. So that's what you need to do. Because do you want to do sales calls all day? No. Do you want to talk to people who know what you're talking about, who are literally cutting you off when you explain how it works? And they're like, yeah, I've already watched all your stuff. I know exactly how this works. How do we do this? How can you help me? What's it look like? How can I move forward? Those are the kind of conversations you want to have. So that's what you need to do. So stop using your funnels because they do not work. You need to switch to an ad ecosystem fueled by an AI ad strategy so that you can get coaching clients who want to work with you, who are excited to work with you, who can make a decision, who are decisive, who pay in full, and are ready to go. Doesn't that sound like much of a better strategy where they're ideal, they're your dream clients, and then you can scale your coaching business? So here's what you need to do. Number one, just go implement it and fix your stuff so that you can scale. Number two, if you'd like to understand more, book your free 15-minute ad ecosystem call with us. It's for people in our community. And there's a link down here. And what we're going to do is we're just going to have a quick 15-minute conversation with you. There's nothing to buy on this call, so you don't have to worry about it. That's why it's only 15 minutes. I'm not trying to sell you anything. And we're just going to see and help you understand how an ad ecosystem with AI ads can work for you. Because figuring this all out by yourself, if you would have figured this out already, you would be making the sales and getting the clients you would already want to do. So there's a lot behind the scenes, and we're happy to share it with you. We've got nothing to hide. We're going to explain to you how it works, how your ads should be looking, how the ecosystem should be structured. Because here's the cool thing. The ecosystem plays to your strengths, okay? And what you're good at, what you're not, and eliminates what you're not good at. Whereas the funnel system is this linear process that you've got some clunky software tool that you're trying to hammer together. It's like buying junk at IKEA that you're trying to put together. Looks terrible. You know it's from IKEA, and it's just not. It's getting you IKEA type of clients, right? People who don't want to pay, people who have no money, people who don't implement your coaching, they complain the whole way through, and they're just terrible clients. You're not going to scale and add another $20,000 a month if you can't get your dream clients. Funnels get broke people, ecosystems get buyers. So click the link below, book your 15-minute ecosystem ad AI call so we can just map it out for you, give you some strategies, show you what to do, send you on your way. Okay? And if you're interested in talking about how you can work with me, there'll be maybe a bit of a discussion at the end of that call and see how we could do that, and maybe we could set up another call after that. But the most important thing is we need to help you fix this and explain it to you now. Plus, we're gonna also unlock some very important trainings for you in our free Skool community that are normally reserved for our clients as well. So click that link now, book your call, and let's get this ecosystem fixed so you can stop using the clunky old funnel that's getting broke people and start using an ad ecosystem to get these three numbers cracked so that you can get the dream buyers to scale your coaching business.